And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, James Out West, Wednesday, December 23rd, 2020. We had a crazy weekend. I feel like I say this every week, but we had a crazy weekend of football all the way down to the Monday night game where we watched the Bengals beat the Steelers because Juju's dancing on people's logo with the 50-yard line. Love it. Love it.
It's no longer going to be happening, I guess.
Yeah, for the betterment of the team, he's decided to stop dancing on other people's logos. Not because it's disrespectful or that he's asking to get it. Because guess what? That Indy team, they'd be waiting for him if this was an Indy.
Oh, yeah.
The Cleveland team, Stefanski wouldn't say anything for it to happen, but you know he'd have somebody standing out. Sheldon Richardson will be standing at the 50-yard line waiting for Juju to TikTok.
He got
all the way down.
And what's funny, it was at the 50-yard line, too.
It was beautiful.
But yeah, there was a lot of crazy games. There's a lot of very interesting games. A lot of people that didn't cover the spread.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that, obviously, being a gambling show that we are for the most part. Gotta love watching Bills Mafia show up at the airport.
Yeah.
4,000 people.
Yeah, that's amazing. At 1 o'clock in the morning.
Love it. And it's in Buffalo, ladies and gentlemen. That's the whole town.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Brownies continue to win.
These look good.
Steelers look like garbage.
You might.
There's a chance that the Browns are playing for the AFC North Week 17 at home against the Steelers.
This week, there's a lot that people could seal up.
Has to happen.
But, yeah, that actually could happen.
And the only way that happens is if Indy this week beats Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's +2. They're the underdog at home against Indy. That's interesting. That is very interesting, my friend. All right, so last week, how many did you get right against the spread?
So 7 against the spread. I picked 10 games correctly, but only 7 against the spread.
Ditto, 7 against the spread, 11 total. Not a bad week of who was going to win. Just teams backdoor covered like a mother.
Yeah, there's a lot that just hurt us. But on to this week.
Now, this week, what I love about it is we've got football Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yes, sir.
I love it. We have football on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We've got the Minnesota Vikings, the lowly Minnesota Vikings, who cost me over $800 in a parlay because they can't win +3. +3, ladies and gentlemen, +3. Stupid money Mitchell Trubisky, and the pesky Chicago Bears.
Yeah, well.
On the road.
So, okay, so with this one, we're -7.
Drew Brees, is he back? I don't know. I mean, he's physically back. As far as being on the team, is he back as far as the arm, the body? I think not. Minnesota's hit or miss this year.
Yeah.
-7. It's New Orleans. They run. It's indoor. No fans. Christmas Day. Minnesota coming off of a demoralizing loss. Do they rebound? Oh, gosh.
It's scary because Stephon Diggs and Jefferson, it's just a matter of what Cousins going to do, you know? But,
well, he's not throwing. He's not throwing the ball.
That's right.
Man, I'm going to take New Orleans. But this is reverse psychology. I want Minnesota to win, so I'm going to take New Orleans.
New Orleans could clinch the NFC South, so I think they're going to close this.
That makes a lot of sense.
They're going to close this out, and I think Drew Brees is going to get things right. He was still hurt.
I think he still is.
I think there's going to be a comeback game.
I think he still is.
I think New Orleans.
Well, and we're going to get to this early. The reason that I'm drinking this week, thank you to Hazing, Arizona, by the way, is because the Minnesota Vikings cost me the money. Ooh, look at that. Bubbly.
And you took them in 2 picks because you didn't write them down.
I didn't pay attention. I took them in both. I would have at least.
Write down your picks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, write them down. Don't reserve on screenshots in your memory.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable.
Okay. So, first Saturday game, we've got Tampa Bay at Detroit, -9.5.
Yes, sir. Pesky Detroit Lions. This might be the last televised game of Matt Stafford's Detroit Lion career.
But that pass he made,
unbelievable. No amazing. Look, dart between three defenders.
People.
Incredible.
Oh, yes, that was awesome.
With that being said, I am going to...
Have you heard about this? So, the interim coach has COVID and can't coach.
In Detroit?
Yes.
So, who's the
interim?
Yeah. Who's the assistant to the interim?
I haven't heard anything. All I know is that's crazy.
So literally with you saying that changed my pick from going Detroit +9 because I still don't trust the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to. I guess I'll take TB12 or TB42, TB66, whatever he is.
You're crazy.
At Detroit.
He's, obviously they need to make the playoffs. And this would be the first time Tampa Bay would make the playoffs since 2007. He brought them back last week. They didn't look right. But I'm taking Tampa Bay with the all-inclusive.
Okay. Now, you're depleted San Francisco 49ers, and I will say that because when you're down to like your fourth quarterback and running backs and receivers and tight ends
Nick
are out,
Mullins needs a Tommy John surgery. Now we're down to Beathard. We signed Rosen.
He's going to be active. He'll be the backup. What are the chances he sees time?
Not likely. Not this game. I think if he actually does his thing, he probably starts next week.
I would agree. I think he should start next week, especially if he gets. He's
Just
a smart kid, UCLA kid.
See what he does. We know what Beathard is.
The chosen Rosen.
Yeah,
he's +5 at AZ.
I'm taking Arizona. We're both home, I guess, since this has been our home.
I am taking Arizona as well.
Murray looks good.
Is his shoulder all right?
Who knows?
Running game looks decent. Let's see how they're never consistent with play calling. Like there is no identity. Their identity really should be
just throw it up.
DeAndre Hopkins or bust. Not that you shouldn't run the ball, but I'm saying like they don't seem to have this is what we're going to do. Tampa Bay's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like we know that the Browns are going to run the ball. We know that Russell Wilson has to make plays for that team to go. We know that Kansas City's going to do everything.
Yep.
We know Buffalo's going to hit you hard in the mouth.
Yep.
What do they do? Consistently.
Run Murray all over the place.
There you go. Okay. And they haven't been doing that because of the shoulder injury.
Yeah.
So if he's back, look for that. -5 at home on a Saturday, exclusive to Amazon Prime Video, unless you live locally.
Yes. Which is
-5, I'll take it. Saturday, weird game. San Francisco's a team without a home. They're on the road.
We're
quote
so
unquote.
depleted. I mean, how many more players are we going to lose?
And Arizona needs it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
This is a have-to-get win.
I'm taking Arizona.
I'll take the big red birds and see what they can do against your 39ers.
As much as I hate to say this might be one of a lock of the week.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe. Now, the other Saturday game, the nightcap, if you will, the Miami Dolphins hanging on to playoff redemption. They went out. They're in.
Yep.
They've got the Las Vegas Raiders.
Which are not looking right.
And then they have Buffalo. And does Buffalo sit everybody in week 17 because they will have already clinched the spot that they are? Do you do that knowing that you're basically giving Miami a chance at the playoffs, which is in your division? You never want to do that.
And is Carr going to play?
So there was a chance that I heard Carr's going to play. I think this is total gamesmanship.
He wants to play, but
this ain't happening.
Yeah.
It's total gamesmanship.
Mariota, he'll play. And he actually looked decent. He had like 98 yards rushing?
Yep.
And a touchdown?
Well, and they weren't ready for that. That's not what the game plan was for.
Correct.
The game plan for Carr, and you saw what happened. I know Carr wants to play. He's a warrior, wants to come back because he also knows this will be the last time he plays for the if he doesn't play, it's the last time he probably played for the Las Vegas Raiders. So
possibly.
With that being said, Raiders a +3 at home. I'm still not convinced on the Dolphins. I am on their defense. I'm not on their offense.
Yep. 100.
Now, part of this is because I need them to lose because of a Brown situation, so take that as you will. I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders.
Wow. Okay. I'm taking Miami.
I'm telling you right now, Bowers, this will be the last time I take the Raiders.
Wow.
The last time I take the Raiders this year. If they can't get this done. I say this year because, of course, I'll end up trying to take them next year at some point, but I almost said Josh Gruden. He's coaching like Josh Gruden, okay? John Gruden needs to get it together. Okay, and shouldn't be ashamed be ashamed that he's wearing an Oakland Raiders hat and he switched it at halftime because somebody told him. Don't be ashamed of where you're from.
I can't believe you're picking the Raiders.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
So I take it with that. You're taking the Dolphins. I mean, it's
I'm taking Miami.
Yeah, it's a smart move. 2 a time. We'll see. I mean, again, part of this is because I need the Dolphins to lose. All right. Now that's the end of the Saturday games. Friday game would be in the books. That's a nice little, if you want to play some bets before the weekend. So if you end up winning, great, it's gravy. If you lose, you got a chance to recap on Sunday. A little 4-team or 3-team teaser in this.
I wonder how much, because I looked up these stats as far as the Detroit game this morning. So I'm wondering if they have changed.
Interesting. I would probably play this if I was to play this around. I would keep that Detroit game out of here.
Yeah.
I probably would go New Orleans -7, Arizona -5. You would take Miami for the betting purpose. I probably would take Miami, and then I'd probably do another one just for the Raiders one on top of that, just to play, because that's the one that I'm still questioning.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
So you guys can get those in,
Make some money
before the weekend.
Sunday starts.
and maybe place a big one. Get a nice little Christmas win. Oh
my
yeah.
God.
All right. Now, on to Sunday. Oh, my God.
I hate 7.5.
Well, and I don't. The Chicago Bears in the hunt on the graphics on TV against Jacksonville. Jacksonville stinks, depleted, don't have playmakers, running back still hampered, but he's got a chance to break the single season rookie record for undrafted rookies as a running back.
Interesting.
And it's a big number. It's over 1,000 yards.
Do you think that's going to make a difference?
No, but plus 7.5 against a Chicago team that I just don't know if I can trust.
Jacksonville covers.
And they usually do. Now, last week they didn't. They got the drums beat off them, but Baltimore was going to do that to whoever they were playing.
And Jacksonville hasn't won since.
All right. You know what? For my family that's in Maryland, for my family that's in Delaware, Virginia, all of those, happy holidays to them. I'm going to take your Chicago Bears. I'm going to ride with Money Mitchell. I may even put this in, not the lock of the week, but I might do this in a 3-team. This might be a 3-teamer.
Jacksonville's not going to win this game.
No, I took Chicago. Minus 7.5.
They're going for Trevor Lawrence. They're not going to do it. The Jets just.
Well, the Jets are going for Trevor Lawrence, too, and they ended up beating the Rams. So
right, that's what I'm saying. How mad? We'll get into that. But Jacksonville's not going to win this game. I don't think they even care. I think Chicago actually looks okay. Trubisky, the last 2 weeks, has been okay.
And he was good the first 6 weeks, and they benched him.
Robinson he's money. So I'm taking Chicago.
That's smart. Now, this next game, two bad teams again. Cincinnati, who got their signature win of the season.
Garbage game of the week.
At Houston. Houston's minus 8.5. I'm going to look at it like this. Both teams don't really have a head coach. Both teams are in a bad spot. Houston's got, I almost said Lamar Jackson. Houston's got Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati's got Ryan Finley. I'm taking Houston in this because I just don't see Cincinnati mustering up enough points, especially coming off of a very emotional win.
You don't think that's disrespectful, though, after coming off a win like that?
I think it's exactly what it would have been without. No, I don't. If it was 11.5, maybe, but 8.5 is not disrespectful.
Yeah, David Johnson being back, and he's running well. He's actually even catching.
Yeah, they're finally using him in the catching game, the wide receiving game for sure.
I trust more in Deshaun. I'm gonna take Houston.
Okay, me too. We got a lot of them in common, bro. That Miami game is the difference. Right?
Yeah.
All right, moving on to my Cleveland Brownies at the New York Jets that got their win. That might have screwed them out.
How mad are you if you're a New York Jets fan?
But players don't tank. Coaches don't tank. Front offices want you to tank. Fans want you to tank to get those players potentially. But these players on the field are not. They're playing their asses off. With that being said, they're plus 9.5. I'm not always feeling good about Cleveland covering. Typically, that's me. Because although they've won, my problem is right now 70% of the money is on Cleveland. I don't like that. Is that about how bad the Jets are going to be?
But you guys are playing for something.
Yes, we are.
Big.
Yes, we are.
This is huge for you guys. I don't think you guys play down.
The prognosticators having us winning and covering, and the over, the trifecta.
Are you not going to take your Cleveland Browns?
No, I'm taking them. Okay. I'm just talking about why I don't like that number. Now, let me put it this way. The last time, head-to-head, last 10 games, Jets are 6-4 against us. Right. Now, granted, that's 10 games. That's over the last 7 seasons because we play them about every other year.
And how horrible.
The teams have changed over so many times. Right. You can't use that as a statistic. So we'll look at this year alone. Look at like time of possessions and things like that. Listen, number of plays is about the same. Number of time on the field, about the same. The difference is yards per play and scoring. Jets are only averaging 14 points a game. Browns are averaging 27. I mean, that's the story right there. How good's the defense? What's that going to play? 10-point difference, and they score 12, 13 more than them a game?
You guys will absolutely cover this. I don't want – that's too high of a guarantee, but I
just don't like 70% of the bettors' money on the Browns to cover. To me, you fade – the public a lot, and I know that's kind of gambling 101. It doesn't always work out, but when 70% of the money is on them, that's it. It's got they win by 8, or they win by 9.
Your Browns just always go to.
What'll happen is they'll have a chance to win by 10, and our kicker will double doink it, and we'll end up winning by 9 and not cover.
The Cleveland Brown way.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
All right. Now, probably the game of the week,
Yeah.
besides the Sunday Night Football game, because it's got a lot of implications as well.
Yes.
But Indianapolis Colts at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Indianapolis Colts need this victory to maintain their standings and stature in the playoff race, ladies and gentlemen. The Pittsburgh Steelers absolutely have to win this game, because if they go into Week 17 with a chance to lose the AFC North to a hot Cleveland Browns team, that is not a position you want to be in.
They look bad. And what a difference 3 weeks makes. Ben Roethlisberger is showing his age. They are going to lose 4 in a row.
Which is wild. Win 11 straight and then lose 4 in a row.
They might want to start looking at, oh man, that sucks. But yeah, I don't think they're going to.
And they're at +2.
Yeah, and that's, I think, even easier.
At home dog. Now.
You believe in Phillip Rivers, Jen?
No, I still don't believe in Phillip Rivers. I still don't believe in Phillip Rivers. Here's my biggest thing. According to today, my sources, Ben Roethlisberger held a players-only meeting. Take that for what you will. Juju's no longer dancing. They know they have to win this game. This is a playoff game for them. I promise you that.
Right, but
Mike Tomlin will have his boys ready. If this was in Indy, I would take Indy. I would love to see Indy win.
That's the only difference that is the weather.
I'm taking a Pitt home underdog. I'm sorry. I'm taking a Pitt home underdog. Now, if Pitt wins and Cleveland wins, Cleveland clinches a playoff spot. Would I rather Indy win to give us a chance to win the division? 100%. Unfortunately, those are fairy tale things that don't happen for the Cleveland Browns. I will take
old man. I mean, gosh, both these guys are drafted,
and they can't run. And Indy's got good defense.
They're the same age. They're what, 2 and 3 in the 2004 draft.
Yep.
So they're both old.
Yeah.
But Phillip Rivers looks okay.
Yeah, Ben looks lost.
And in that cold, that might even be a detriment. I'm taking Indy.
Well, I mean, it's a good pick. I mean, I understand it, and I
do kind of wish Juju would still dance on people's.
Well, that's at home.
It's entertaining.
This is at home.
Well, I know, but
next week, like I said, next week in Cleveland, you're going to show up. You're going to try to dance on him. Oh, please do.
Have Baker Mayfield come and stomp you with the flag. Yes, that would be hilarious.
All right,
this is going to be interesting.
Atlanta at KC -10.5. Atlanta's being able to score. It's in Kansas City. Kansas City pretty much has the number 1 seed locked up.
They can lock up the AFC number 1 and the bye by winning this game.
I think they blow out Atlanta.
Hill is ridiculous. And did you see that play where they stacked 3 receivers, Hill in the middle? They ran him across, then back again, and then threw it to him because he kind of just slowly played it. That was the craziest play.
This is a offensive guru's dream, which Andy Reid obviously is, to be able to basically go, hey, we can run anything we want. What does this look like?
And throw it to Kelsey just right away.
And then you got
and then
Patrick Mahomes and his Kermit the Frog, well, Coach, I think we should be doing it like this, coming through. And just going, I can run back 35 yards, let him just run all the way down the field, and I'll just launch it like in Tecmo Bowl, which is what you used to do. If you're the 49ers in Tecmo Bowl, you just ran Joe Montana all the way back. You wait, and you hear the and you just drop the bomb to Jerry Rice.
It's ridiculous.
Same thing, but this is real life.
He is insane. Patrick Mahomes is that team is so much.
And because they're going to score every week, they are a great same game parlay type bets with yardage. The offense goes off. So a Travis Kelce touchdown. Well, right now the next one will be because Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out, is going to be Lev Bell.
Yeah.
I would be all over Lev Bell with yardage and receptions, anytime touchdown. Travis Kelce basically is almost a touchdown a week.
And you could put together Travis Kelce is 60 yards away from breaking Kittle's receiving yards in a season. So they're going
2 games left.
Yeah. I saw that
He's
today.
He's going to beat it by 100.
Oh, probably.
Wow. Which is awesome that Kittle had it.
So that might be something to where they're going to run Kelce a lot.
They're going to look for it. Yeah, absolutely. Especially in the beginning. Let's get it to him.
That's his homie.
That is. So it's my homie's a homie.
And they're both in the 99 club.
There we go. All right, now.
I'm taking Kansas City for sure to cover that.
New York G-men, and maybe Daniel Jones, maybe Colt McCoy, maybe it doesn't matter. They're at Baltimore.
Daniel Jones.
Okay. At Baltimore, it still doesn't matter. Baltimore has to win out to make the playoffs.
Lamar's rolling.
-11.
Besides that fumble and then his
Yeah, minus 11. I'm good with it.
I'm taking Baltimore.
I'm taking Baltimore minus 11.
I think that's an easy pick.
It's not going to become.
It's a large number, but I think it's.
And if anything, being the jaded Browns fan I am, it's never easy for us. So why would they lose? Like, they're going to get theirs because it's just how it is. This is never going to be easy for the Browns.
They're starting to hit a stride.
And the G-men stink, and they're going to play next week against Jacksonville. They're going to win out. Baltimore's going to win out. So minus 11, it could be minus 14. They're going to win this game by 20 plus.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but yeah, I'd take the 11.
Do you see the Giants scoring more than 14 points on Baltimore?
I don't see them scoring more than like 10, 13.
Okay, and I think the Baltimore scores 30. Like, it's going to be a get-right game. They're going to run for 3 touchdowns on this team.
That'll be interesting.
All right, Denver, Drew Lock and the boys at the LA Chargers. Herbert minus 3.5 at home. He just tied Baker Mayfield's record for touchdown passes by a rookie. He'll break it this week, get to 30. They score at least 21, maybe 24. Can the Denver Broncos do the same? It's a divisional game on the road. Melvin Gordon back in the Sunshine State. With all of that being said, I am going to take the Chargers.
I think it's as easy as Herbert's going to outplay Drew Lock.
Yep. There you go. It's a good way to look at it.
Yep.
And I like
the Chargers
defense.
3.5. Yeah, I think that's an easier pick. Ooh.
All right, now, the game that got flexed to the afternoon for God knows why. I have no idea why you would flex this game out. The Indy game should have been flexed. Now, there might have been TV contract and things that they couldn't do it because of whatever. That absolutely could be the case. And it better be the case, because if you're not flexing out Indy and Pitt, or everybody loves to watch KC, even flexing them out, but to flex out the Carolina Panthers, Teddy Two Gloves against the Washington Redskins, potentially starting captainless because he just got his seat taken away, Dwayne Haskins, fresh off of the adult ballet booty club.
Not wearing a mask. And they're going to probably be the starter, but might be Alex Smith, but
minus 2.5 at home.
Haskins is taking all the number 1 snaps this week in practice.
I'm taking Carolina.
Ooh. I'm taking Washington.
I'm not taking Washington. Too much of a distraction. I don't care who the starter is there.
That D is too strong.
The D is strong. Carolina's not bad, though. Here's the thing. Mike Davis fills in decent for CMC.
Right, but that front 4 is strong on Washington.
Let's see what they do with Teddy. Okay. I mean, minus 2.5.
That's
Carolina's plus 2.5 on the road. I'm taking that.
I think.
All right, you take the
strongly against you on that.
Now, can I call them the team formerly known as the Washington Redskins? Is that offensive?
Yeah, that is what they are. Anymore.
I can't say that at all.
No.
So the artist formerly known as Prince.
It's like erased.
The team, formerly known as the Redskins. I can't.
No.
Okay.
It's the Washington football team.
Okay. I'm just asking, because if we're referencing in the past, but that's what they were in the past. That's what I ask about. Oh, this could go down. This could go down a rabbit hole, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to allow it to happen.
The St. Louis Cardinals football team. Even though you can go back, or St. Louis Rams,
Yeah. I'm just asking, when referring to them, then do you refer to them in that tense? Because I have that question about something totally different. We're not going to get into this on this. Me and you'll talk about it after the show. You're going to laugh.
Okay, but that's a great question. I would say right now, no.
Call them the Washington team.
Maybe too soon.
All right.
Maybe if that's fair enough. That's the best answer I can give you.
Now,
all right.
So we're different on that one. That might determine the week between us.
Okay.
Philly at Dallas.
Garbage game.
Used to be highlight game on TV, America's game of the week.
Except for I do like Hurts.
Yeah, so in this, Dallas is +2. I'm taking Philly. Hurts has the boys rolling.
Yeah.
Dallas stinks.
Their D's looks good, and they just beat us. I mean, it's not
Andy Dalton and the boys. I don't know if Zeke's playing. Tony Pollard looked good. We've always liked Tony Pollard. In this regard,
I bet Zeke plays. He was a game time decision. He was out there stretching.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but they're not. Do they have a chance? I don't think Dallas has a chance at the playoffs if they win this game. I think
Hurts will actually have a really good game.
Look what he did against.
Dude, what's going to happen?
338 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran for like another 68 yards. Yeah. He had a beautiful game.
And then lost it. He played his heart out. That was a great game. And now they're going to end up having to trade Carson Wentz on a $25 million because they can't cut him, because then it's what, $61 million?
60 million dead cap money. Yeah. And I don't know. And like you said, the trade cuts out 25 or cuts it down to 25.
Yeah.
But my question is, what you're going to, I was thinking about this. People are like, they can't exist. You're professionals. You're going to have to exist, because here's the thing. You need to have a good backup. Let's say Hurts gets hurt next year in week 3 and they traded Carson Wentz. They're going to bury the Philadelphia Eagles for trading Carson Wentz. So they're in a no-win situation. Listen, you're professionals. I know you're human. But guess what? You're going to have to figure this out together.
It's going to be all on Carson Wentz, how he reacts, how he acts. If he is a dick and doesn't want to accept that backup role.
Is that going to be the very Christian way? Because he's very all about his faith.
Who knows, man? When it comes to sports, that's a different feeling, right? Like,
well, we'll see. We'll
separate church and state, you know? Like, like I don't
I'm just saying, like, those things all play into effect. They're human beings.
I don't see him in Philly, but I could also see Philly convincing him to stay and be the backup, saying, hey, if Hurts get, you know.
Look at what happened. You know what I tell him on? Look at what happened when you were having an MVP season and you got hurt. Nick Foles came in and won a Super Bowl. He's got a statue.
And he got that for you.
You want to leave and be a part of the group that's the Carson Wentz ran away.
Okay.
Carson Wentz, you will be a stain on this organization for your career. Say that? Listen, I think that they say some ballsy stuff behind the scenes. I don't know how close. Maybe that's what Doug Peterson has the conversation. Listen, here's what we're going to do, because you also know Jalen Hurts could get injured.
It's not Doug Peterson that would be saying that.
You think he's getting fired?
No, I'm saying like the conversations with Carson Wentz and being like, look.
Yeah, but who's going to make that conversation then? You think it's Jason Kelce, the center? It's not going to be the GM, Howie Rosen.
You don't think that's coming from upper management? Like,
passed down to Doug Peterson to say, get your boy.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Seems loyal to him, so I don't know.
This is not worth talking this much into Philly and Dallas. But I'm taking Philly.
All right, me too. All right, now this game, it's important to your wife, not important to you in the division because you guys are
Seattle can wrap up NFC West.
The Rams got embarrassed by the winless Jets at home. Are they coming for blood? Of course.
Rams.
Hey, they're coming for blood, of course. The Rams in Seattle is always a good game, correct? Always a good game.
Yeah.
At Seattle doesn't matter. No fans doesn't matter. 12th man doesn't exist. 1/12th man exists.
Yeah.
Seattle -1.5. That's showing respect for the rivalry. Like you said, Seattle can wrap it up, but they haven't showed me that they're consistent enough to bury the number. Contrarian in me wants to take the Rams because of what happened last week. I think they're going to be really pissed off.
Think so?
Yeah. But Seattle's pretty good. I think the Gordon situation.
That's crazy. So they activated him, and then the NFL said he didn't comply with all of his regulations. So he is indefinitely, at least for this year, can't play. He can actually watch video and be in the facility, but he can't practice or play in games.
Interesting. Not that it will have an outcome on the game, but I just think every little bit chips away at things.
I love this game because I like Jalen Ramsey against DK Metcalf. Cool. I love Aaron Donald. Seattle's offensive line isn't looking right, but Russell Wilson still has it in him. And if he has DK Metcalf and Lockett, their run game's right. I don't trust the Rams. I trust more in Seattle.
So I would agree with you there.
I'm taking
the Rams.
I'm taking Seattle. All right.
I'm taking the Rams. All right. So as we've moved on, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we have differed on quite a few picks. So this will be nice.
This is good. I'm glad that we.
All right. Now this is the game of the week.
Oh,
to me again, man. Indy Pitt is, but this Sunday night game, Tennessee, which has a lot riding because they could be out of the playoff, not out, but they would need a lot to happen in Week 17 for them to get in if they lose against Green Bay. Green Bay, a 3.5 point favorite.
If Tennessee wins, they win the AFC South.
And if they lose?
Yeah, if they lose the next 2 weeks, I think they're out for sure. I think
if they lose this week, they're not out, but they will need a lot to happen in Week 17.
They will need other games to
because guess
adjust.
What?
Yes.
Indy in Week 17 plays Houston.
That sounds right. I could be wrong.
And Tennessee plays.
I don't know. I didn't look at next week.
I'm just thinking because this weighs in on the thing. Sunday night.
But Green Bay. If Green Bay wins, they get the number 1 spot locked in.
I'm wrapping up Green Bay at -3.5.
Even though Green Bay almost blew it in the second half of that game.
Big player, primetime players show up in primetime games.
So the other thing that I have a problem with.
And your MVP of the season, Aaron Rodgers.
It's not going to be Aaron Rodgers.
He's not going to win it. I know Pat's going to win it, but Aaron's playing like that. Aaron will hit. He's already at 40 tutties. He'll be at 43 by the end of the game. They're going to score 28 plus on Tennessee. Tennessee will score 20-ish. I got Green Bay winning this game.
I think it'll be a good game. Oh, man. And Henry again. Stiff.
Again.
It was almost identical.
But you see the size differential. That's like my 12-year-old Malin running up on me and me stiff-arming him into the ground.
Or like you running
better
up
be able to
me.
do. Yeah. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah. So, but the other thing I want to bring, I'm taking Green Bay for sure. The other thing I want to bring up, Tunyon has 10 touchdowns and did not get into the Pro Bowl.
Which they're not playing, but you still want to get the recognition.
Correct. And they put in Ingram,
who's had a heck of a year, but he hasn't been Big Bob Tunyon.
And what he is, 1 touchdown, I believe.
It's a travesty.
I haven't been high on Green Bay all year, but they had 7 Pro Bowlers. There should have been 8.
I hope Big Bob Tunyon just have something in his contract about touchdowns scored and things like that because he is balling out. I'd like to see the gentleman. He does deserve a bonus. He does deserve a bonus. The dude is balling out. Look, now they have a tight end.
Yeah, it's scary.
Because when they had Jimmy Graham, they still didn't have a tight end.
No.
When was their Delaney Walker when he was there? I think Delaney was there for a little while.
And
but they've never had anybody since Mark Chmura.
Dude, it's scary. I hate to say it, but yes.
Green Bay minus 3.5.
Win and
Sunday Night Football.
They're going to get the bye. So is Kansas City.
We're going to listen to Al Michaels talk about bets all night. Love it. Can't wait.
Oh, great.
All right, Monday Night Football. This game, I'm sure they expected when they scheduled this to be for the division potentially, and instead the division's already locked up. Yep. Not by who you would think.
Correct.
Buffalo at New England. New England's a 7-point dog at home on Monday night against the team.
How crazy is that?
That hasn't won the division since 95 in the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo continues to roll. Buffalo fans, Bills Mafia won the Fox Sports fan thing. And
Fandom of the week.
Oh, Fandom of the year. And here's how it worked. Whichever team won, they got to put a billboard stating the facts anywhere in the world. Do you know where they picked?
Buffalo?
Foxborough, baby.
Oh, yes.
They put it right up there for them to see it, and now we're traveling there. Plus 7.
That's epic.
I'm taking Buffalo.
That's hilarious.
Now, I just don't think New England can cover because New England can't play offense.
No. And I think, again, I said this in the first game, Josh Allen is going to show Cam what Cam used to be. Josh Allen looks good.
Dude, Josh Allen does look good. We talked about him early in the season, about him being a MVP candidate. Not that he would win, but he may garner a vote or two. He'll end up being third, more than likely. Rodgers will be second, and Patty Mahomes will be 1. But
if they get him a running game, maybe
which they do, that Zach Moss kid is legit. He's just starting to build up.
But they've been running Singletary so much, and it's just not right. But, man, they're going to be good. I'm taking Buffalo.
Yeah, me too. Minus 7. Woo!
It's gonna be,
like it.
This is going to be fun.
All right, so what's your 3? If you were to pick 3, what's your 3?
San Fran, Arizona.
Okay, so you're taking AZ.
What did I say before Miami, Raiders.
Okay.
Ooh. And I'm going to take Green Bay, Tennessee.
Nice. Whew. All right, so I'm putting Buffalo. I am picking Arizona as well. And Baltimore minus 11.
Ooh.
That's a big number, but I just believe that if the Browns beat a terrible New York Giants team 22-10 and didn't have to do much offensively, Baltimore has to get every victory they can get to get in.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
are a true and tried veteran with a veteran coaching staff that knows how to win. They'll be dialed in, and I do think style points matter in the sense of for their self-confidence, you can't go in there and win a 13-10 clunker.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because you don't feel good about your first round.
Well, right, but still. High points.
All right. So I'll look that up. We'll get that out onto the Instagram as far as what the pluses are.
Yeah, I'll put it on the sheet.
They're probably the same because you got the green. Well, no. I mean, actually, yours is probably a little bit better because Baltimore's quite that minus 11.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm actually really interested. We'll have to find out. So we had NBA start last night.
We sure did.
Sure did.
L.A. Lakers. LeBron rolled his ankle. They
Clippers,
lose.
They lost. And in the first game was my Warriors against the Brooklyn
Which
Nets.
we figured the Warriors were not going to be good this year, and they got proven that they're not.
Okay.
They're injured. They don't have players.
We have some. No, we have some talent, but
You don't have enough.
we have young. And KD had to prove a point. He looked good.
His hair didn't look good, but
man.
hey, listen, I don't like Chris Webber, but I liked what I do like. Oh, look, you got your hair braided. Yeah, you should brush yours.
Oh,
That was a great line. That was a great line. I'll get fired. Well, I can't fire myself, but if I was to, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hilarious.
He actually was calling the Warriors and Brooklyn game.
He said it on the broadcast when Kevin Durant and Steph Curry dapped each other up. And Steph and
I didn't see
Curry,
that. I thought
Kevin Durant put his hands on his hair like, yo, you got braided. So he was saying, oh, that conversation's like, look, you got your hair braided. Yeah, you should brush yours.
Oh, my
He was
gosh.
like, that's just the kind of
pretty
banter.
funny.
I was dying. I was like, he's burying him
That's
for
hilarious.
having that spot. Brother, look like from Friday. You got to look like a bunch of spiders meeting on your head.
That's the style now.
Just-
when I was in middle school, that was the style.
Which one?
The shaved side and then.
Oh, no, that looks great. I'm talking about Kevin Durant's head.
I thought you were
Looking
saying
like
about
a
his,
spider, looking like,
I thought you were talking about with the
looking like
rose.
Papa
Oh, okay,
Cube
okay.
on Friday. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
See, the beauty about it is, I'll grab a dog. No, I'm just playing. Speaking of dogs,
35, 45 minutes.
you guys got a puppy.
Oh yes, got a new puppy. Got a new boxer. 6 weeks old. Named it Kobe. It's my daughter's.
Which, by the way, rest in peace.
Yes,
that was
actually.
yesterday.
I brought up a couple different names.
That was yesterday.
She went with Kobe.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
They died 1 year ago yesterday.
That's crazy. We got.
That's wild.
That's actually really interesting. Well, the day before we actually got it, but it's funny. Having a puppy, you think it's like, oh, this is amazing. It's so fun to want to have a puppy. And then you realize it's actually like having a newborn baby. So last night was my wife's turn. She was up all night. The night before was my turn, and I was up all night. It's just one of those fun, but it's worth it.
100%.
Adorable. And
100%.
it definitely looks like a Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
It's all black boxer, got a little white stripe. Yeah, adorable.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, dude. Well, Christmas Eve tomorrow.
Yeah.
Christmas Day Friday. Games all week.
We got basketball, football, and then
Love it.
all week.
Next week starts the bowl season and all those things for college football. We will be doing a college football playoff special next week, in addition to our regular show, breaking down the 4 teams in the playoffs, my Ohio State Buckeyes getting in, the disrespect from Dabo Swinney, which we'll talk about.
So you're not going to let me cover Ohio State?
No, you're going to cover the other team.
I'm going to have to cover Alabama,
Yeah.
Notre Dame, which is fine with me. I actually like
100%.
that.
So, yeah, you take care of that. I'll take care of the other side. We'll talk about it.
So we'll do a little short special about
Yeah.
that in addition to.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I would love to say it's been a great year. It has been a trying year. It's been a difficult year. One of the craziest years, probably the craziest year in my lifetime, as yours, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think it will get better. We hope it gets better. Either way, we'll still be doing this till they shut the lights out.
Yeah.
So please tune in weekly. Enjoy it. If there's anything else you guys would like to see us talk about, breakdown, questions to answer, hit up Brian on the Instagram.
Or comment on
YouTube. We do respond to those comments because we only get about 2 or 3, so it's pretty easy to keep up.
That's very true. Yeah, absolutely. Let us know. Yeah. Check out Instagram, J.O.W_RR. But yeah, this has been a good week, but interesting. I'm excited for the weekend. Have some good Christmas. Have some good food. Hopefully go into a good new year.
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait.
All right, brother.
I can't wait, brother. Take it easy. Peace.
One love.